I'll tell you about Entrée Samgyeopsal restaurant in Ijeonbu. First, I'll describe what Entrée Samgyeopsal is like and what it has. Then I'll tell you when I go there and what I usually do there. Finally, I'll talk about why Entrée Samgyeopsal is so special to me. Simple. Okay, so here we go. Introducing a general statement. Here is some of the language you can do. I think everyone has, does, likes, wants. I think everyone believe, I believe most people have, do, like, want. I believe all students would agree that. I think most of us, I think many of you, I'm sure that we all have, okay? That is some of the languages that we can use for your openers. Okay, so now I'm quickly helping you write this, okay? We're now going to be looking, adding impact, the concluding signal and the review. So have a look at Ben's conclusion outline. Then listen and write in the missing details. So here's the signal and review. And here is the closer, okay? So you need all of these. The signal, perfect place to spend shops on the boardwalk, and the warm sunshine. Why Venice Beach is special to me. When I'm there, I always feel, closer, invitation to visit Venice Beach. So, listen. Have a listen here, press play here, and have a listen, and fill in the gaps, and do this now, please. Okay, so let's have a listen. Here we go. Let's have a look at the answers. So, perfect place to spend a summer day watching the people and enjoying the shops on the boardwalk, the sea and the warm sunshine. Why Venice Beach is special to me. When I'm there, I always feel happy to be alive. And then he's going to finish with his closer, which is an invitation to visit Venice Beach. Moving here, you can signal the beginning of your conclusion with a short phrase that lets the audience know that you are near the end of your presentation. Did you notice what phrase Ben uses to signal his conclusion? Listen again. Does he say all in all? Does he say to summarize? Does he say to recap or to sum up? Listen, which one did Ben use to tell the audience that his presentation is coming to a close? Have a listen. Okay, so pause and have a listen. And he used the phrase to sum up. Okay? Boom. Okay, so the closer is an invitation. Yeah? Here is your closer, the invitation. An effective way to end a presentation about a favourite place is to invite the audience to see or visit the place you told them about. Can you remember how Ben invited the audience to visit Venice Beach? Write in the missing words below. Of course, Venice Beach is changing, but it's still my favourite place. You get to visit Venice sometime. I'm sure you'll too. Thank you. Have a listen and fill in the gaps and do this now, please. Okay, so simple. An excellent closer by Ben. Of course, Venice Beach is changing, but it's still my favourite place. I really hope you get the chance to visit Venice sometime. I'm sure you'll find it special too. Thank you. Okay, simple. So here we go. Let's just go back. Yeah. So here, look, it's giving you the opener. You've got the opener, you've got the topic statement, you've got the preview, you've got the main body, Yeah, we've already done that. And now you've got a concluding signal and review. Simple. And then you've got a closer. Okay, you're going to do all of these. And you can use Ben's examples, but change them a little. Okay, so don't do that. Okay, so I'm going to bring the class to a close in about 5 minutes. But let's just look at some descriptions, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then the next page, 4, 5, 6. What are they describing? And it says gestures for descriptions. When you describe a place, you can use simple gestures to go a long way with your descriptions. This helps the audience imagine or picture the scene. What are these speakers saying? Match each sentence with the correct picture. Okay? So there's a really windy path. The bookcase is tall. It goes up to here. It has a big window shaped like this. There's a very small hole at the top. The room is long and narrow, and the trees are this wide. Yeah? So having a go, is 1C, 2B, 3F? Is it? Just have a look at that, please. And do this now. Okay, so I'm sure you've done it. Let's have a look. Sorry. 1C. So what she's saying is, it has a big window shaped like this. Okay, there's your gesture. It's got a big window shaped like this. Number 2, F. The trees are this wide. 3A. There's a really windy path. Okay, so once again, it has a big window shaped like this, and the trees are this wide. And the next one, there's a really windy path. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we know one of these, once again, it can't be that one. One of these, the bookcase is tall, it goes up to here. There's a very small hole at the top. And the room is long and narrow. Which ones are they? Okay, have a look, and have a look now, please. Okay, so we've got B, E, D. The bookcase is tall, it goes up to here. E, the room is long and narrow. And D, there's a very small hole at the top. So remember, the bookcase is tall, it goes up to here. The room is long and narrow. And there's a very small hole at the top. That's what I want you to do. That's how you would improve your gestures. Okay, so have a look. You can't practice these gestures with a partner, but you can practice them at home. Okay, so let's have a go. So we've got these words: huge, little, oval, short, thick, tiny, large, narrow, round, square, thin, wavy. How would you use your gestures to describe these vocabulary? How would you do this? Okay, so let's just have a look. Okay, so we've got, let's get out of the way, Jamie. I'll stand over here, sorry. So let's have a look. We've got huge, little, oval, short, thick, tiny, large, narrow, round, square, thin, wavy. I want you to pause this video, pause it now, and I want you to practice these. How would you do it? Okay, so do this and do it now, please. Which gestures? For example, huge, huge. That would be the gesture I would use, okay? Go through this vocabulary and how would you show the gesture? Do this and do it now, please. Okay, so here we go. I'll give you my gestures. If I was doing this presentation, this is how I would do these. Okay? Huge, little, oval, short, thick, tiny, large, narrow, round, square, thin, wavy. That is the gestures that I would use, okay? So, huge, little, oval, short, thick, tiny, large, narrow, round, square, thin, wavy. Okay? So that is that one. So I want you to have a practice with that one. Let me just get my little clickometer again. So the last one, we're going to finish soon. Okay, body language, the posture and the hand position. Okay, this is the last exercises. We're finishing soon. The do's and don'ts. So let's have a look at the do's and don'ts. Do or don't. So the audience gets your message through your words and also through your body language. Two important elements of body languages are posture. So my posture, I'm standing up straight, and